Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to Samvedna Psyche. If you are here, you are likely a student from July 2023 batch of MAPC first year who's racing against time to complete your assignments, or you are gearing up for January 2024 session. Regardless of where you stand, welcome you all. Today I'll be focusing on the solutions for lifespan psychology MPC 002 assignments. Before we start, a reminder of few guidelines. Include the title page and the question paper before you write your answers, and leave a margin of 3 to 4 centimeters on the left side, and after every answer leave a space of 3 to 5 lines. I have shared the question paper in case you need it, and now we will move straight away to the assignment answers. Before writing the answer, as always, mention the subject code, mention its tutor marked assignment, write the course code and the assignment code. I will not go in detail of the answers, especially section A, which is very elaborative because I want to keep the video short. Instead of that, I will scroll down slowly so that you can take the screenshots, or in case you need a soft copy of this, please do mention in the comments below or share your email ID. I will send it immediately. Now let's start with question 1. Delineate the characteristics and periods in prenatal development. Characteristics, you can see here I have mentioned in points, giving them headings. So the first one, this is the most crucial period of the entire lifespan and sets the foundation for subsequent growth and maturation. Duration is 270 to 280 days or around 9 months. There are three stages: germinal or zygote, embryonic and fetal. Hereditary and environmental factors play a very important role. Hereditary determines for later physical and psychological traits, and environmental conditions both before and after birth can influence the development, which is usually quantitative rather than qualitative. The conditions of the mother's body and the environmental factors such as nutrition, stress and exposure to toxins may have lasting effect on the individual. The sex of the baby is determined at the time of conception and remains fixed throughout prenatal development and even after birth, unless until some sex transformation surgery is performed. Rapid growth and development takes place in this period. It changes from a microscopic single cell at the time of conception to an infant around 20 inches long and weighing about 7 pounds at the time of birth. This period is more vulnerable to environment and psychological hazards as compared to any stages of life, and the attitude and behavior of mother as well as the people around her have a lasting effect on the growth and development of the fetus. Then periods of prenatal development, this extends approximately for 9 months, can vary from 180 to 334 days. On an average it spans about 38 weeks or 266 days. Nearly all babies are born within the range of 34 to 42 weeks. The period is divided into three stages: zygote, embryo, and fetus. I will just go through the main characteristic of each stage. Zygote, this period, this spans from fertilization till the end of second week. Here, fertilization takes place. The sperm penetrates into the egg cell, which results in the formation of zygote. And due to 23 chromosomes coming from each sperm and ovum, zygote has a total set of 46 chromosomes as found in the human being. The zygote starts dividing within 2 days after fertilization by mitosis, that is, it divides from one cell to two, and then each cell divides again in a similar manner. So, this way it becomes a multicellular structure, and by the end of 9 months, that is, after the fetal stage, it develops into a fully formed human being. Then, period of embryo, it spans from end of second week till the end of second lunar month. Here, the tissue formation takes place and organogenesis starts, that is, formation of different organs also starts. So, here you have to write stage wise what is happening. So, initially, embryonic cells undergo tissue differentiation, acquiring more specific functions. Developmental issues may occur in this stage because the organs are developing simultaneously. Early milestones include heart, brain, spinal cord, gastrointestinal tract formation, which starts from the third week. Then in fourth and fifth week, vertebral column, lower jaw, larynx, rudimentary ears and eyes appear. Then in week 6, Nose, jaw, palate, lung bud formed, and finger and toe initiation starts. Seventh week, eyes start moving forward, eyelid and tongue is formed, and vital organs are developed. And by week 8, it resembles a human with developing facial feature, external ear, visible genitalia, and established umbilical cord. Then period of fetus, it ranges from end of second lunar month till the time of birth. Here, when the time of birth is there, by that time this fetus has all the organs and structures which are present in a human being. So from the beginning of this, that is from week 9 to 12, the fetus head, initially its head is nearly half its size, that is half of its rest of the body, and it has well formed facial features. Eyelids remain closed until 28th week, and in this stage the tooth buds and the clear genitalia differentiation starts. So this way, week wise you have to write, and finally at week 38, the fetus is full term, filling the uterus and receives antibodies from the mother's body for disease protection, and it is the time for parturition or childbirth. Next, question 2, define lifespan development and discuss the characteristics. Lifespan development is a comprehensive study of human growth, change, and continuity across the entire life of the person. It encompasses the process by which the individuals develop physically, cognitively, emotionally, and socially from conception to death. Then, characteristics. I will just go through the headings, and you have to write the characteristics point wise, as you can see here, along with the subheadings. So, it's a lifelong development. It is not confined to a particular stage or period of life, but it is seen throughout the life of the individual. Then it is multidimensional. It doesn't take place in one dimension, but it includes biological, cognitive, emotional, social, spiritual, different dimensions, and all these are interconnected and influence each other. Then it is multidirectional. It doesn't follow a linear trajectory, but involves multiple pathways. Some aspects of development may show growth or improvement, while some may exhibit stability or decline. And at times, there is a period of rapid growth, which may be followed by relative stability, and so on. Then, plasticity, it means the capacity for change and adaptation in response to internal or external influences. So, plasticity can be seen in the brain's ability to recognize and rewire itself in response to learning and experiences, which is also known as neuroplasticity. This neuroplasticity is important for short notes also. Contextual development, it occurs within various contexts like family, peers, schools, community, cultures, and societies. And recognizing these contextual influences is very important for forming interventions sensitive to individuals' unique circumstances. Then this growth is multidisciplinary. Lifespan development, it includes various disciplines: psychology, sociology, anthropology, biology, neuroscience, education, and public health. And these things, these all foster collaboration and exchange of ideas across disciplinary boundaries, advancing our understanding of human development and well-being. Then growth, maintenance, and regulation. During the developmental process, all these processes takes place, and there's an interplay between these three, which helps the researchers and the practitioners to form interventions that promote optimal development and well-being across the lifespan. Then historical embeddedness. Development is situated within historical context, with, because the individuals are influenced by the events, norms, and values of their time, and it can shape individuals' experiences, opportunities, identities, and contributing to a combined effect and generational differences in development. Then normative age graded influence. Certain biological and environmental influences affect individuals within specific age groups, contributing to common developmental patterns and milestones. For example, puberty, it takes place at the same time at a particular age, or the menopause, or same is the case for social roles and expectations like schooling. The school going age is almost same. The career, they start career at a particular point, marriage, and so on. Then normative history graded influences. Certain biological and environmental influences affect the individuals within specific age group, and these influence the common developmental patterns and milestones, like the childhood experiences. All the children, they go through these experiences: puberty, midlife transitions, and so on. Then non-normative events, these are unusual or unexpected occurrences like traumatic experiences or major life transitions, which can significantly impact the individual development. These non-normative events are unique and may disturb the typical developmental trajectories, affecting the behavior, identity, and well-being of the individual. These can be positive, like achieving a major uh, milestone in life, or negative, experiencing a natural disaster or some other thing. So this way, these characteristics offer insight into the complex, diverse, and dynamic nature of lifespan development. Then question 3, discuss information processing approach of cognitive development. Information processing approach of cognitive development, it offers insight into the progression of children's cognitive abilities through attention, perception, memory, and problem solving. So we'll discuss these four under this. Attention is multifaceted and fundamental to cognitive development. It involves the ability to selectively focus on relevant information and filtering out the distraction or irrelevant one. So you will go in detail of this. I'm not going in detail. Then perception. Perception is another important cognitive process, and it involves the organization and interpretation of sensory information, shaping how individuals perceive and interact with the environment. And then you have to discuss in detail about perception. Third one is memory. It involves encoding, storage, and retrieval of information over time, enabling the individuals to retain and utilize past experiences to guide present behavior and decision making. And lastly, we will move to problem solving. It involves the ability to identify, analyze, and evaluate potential solutions of a given problem, leading to an adaptive behavior and decision making. Throughout childhood, problem solving skills undergo significant refinement, which with improvements observed in attention, focus, cognitive flexibility, and strategic planning. And all these four processes, they are interlinked. Attention, perception, memory, and problem solving, they plays a crucial role in shaping cognitive abilities and functioning during childhood. And by understanding the intricate interplay between these cognitive processes, researchers gain insight into the mechanisms underlying cognitive growth and maturation, ultimately informing educational practices and interventions aimed at promoting optimal cognitive development. So this way you'll conclude this. With this, we have completed section A. Now we'll start section B from a fresh page. Section B, question 4, define early childhood period, discuss the physical and psychological hazards during early childhood. So early childhood refers to the developmental stage from birth to approximately 8 years, and it is characterized by rapid physical growth, cognitive, emotional, and social growth. Physical hazards are illness. The children are highly susceptible to respiratory and infectious illness, which leads to extended period of sickness, which can hinder their learning and development. Accidents, due to their natural curiosity, children are more prone to accidents in this age, such as cuts, burns, and broken bones, which cause a significant risk to their physical safety. And at times, these accidents, they may disable them temporarily or permanently. Obesity, poor dietary habits, and sedentary lifestyle can contribute to obesity among young children, which leads to health issues such as diabetes and health diseases. And this is seen mostly in the children who have endomorphic body types or who have fondness for food. Then psychological hazards. First, speech hazard, communication difficulties lead to feelings of inadequacy and social isolation, and it also prevents the children from interact effectively with their friends. Then social hazards, discrimination experiences based on factors like religion, caste, or gender can result in biased behaviors, causing the children to withdraw from social interaction both inside and outside the home. Play hazards, lack of playmates or opportunities for socialization may lead to feeling of isolation and inferiority. And children who feel isolated in playground and lack playmates may stand to be rejected by other children, and they do not develop their motor and other related skills. Moral hazards, inconsistent discipline and conflicting societal expectations can confuse children, impacting their understanding of appropriate behaviors and social norms. Children are confused, especially when they find that different people have different views about particular behaviors. And after concluding this answer, we move on to Question 5. Discuss contextual approach to human development. Contextual approach to human development emphasizes the significance of the environment and situational factors in shaping individuals' growth and experiences. One prominent figure in contextual theories of development is Yuri Bronfenbrenner, who proposed the ecological systems theory. So, according to this theory, there are 5 environmental systems. First, the microsystem, which includes the immediate setting in which the individual lives, such as family, peers, school, and neighbor. Then mesosystem, which involves the linkage or association and interaction between different microsystems. For example, connection between family and school setting, it can influence the child's development. Third one, exosystem, which comprises settings that indirectly affect the individuals, such as parents, workplace, or community resources. Although they do not directly interact with these settings, but still they influence their development. Then next one is macro system, which represents the broader cultural, societal, or political context. And they shape their values, ideologies, and the development in this stage. Then chrono system. This refers to the dimension of time and how historical events and transitions over the lifespan influence development. Changes in family structures, societal attitudes, and technological advancements are example of chronosystem influences. So this way, you will write about all the factors and then you will conclude the answer. Overall, the contextual approach highlights the importance of considering the multifaceted interaction between individual and the environments in understanding human development. It emphasizes the dynamic nature of development and need to examine the broader context in which individuals live and grow. Question 6. Discuss the important factors associated to aging. Aging is a natural and inevitable process that encompasses a myriad of changes across various dimensions of human life. And then we'll discuss the factors. First one, biological factors like genetic predisposition influence an individual's susceptibility to age-related diseases and the rate at which the aging occurs. Cellular changes such as DNA damage and decreased cellular repair contribute to age-related declines in body function, and physiological adaptations including hormonal fluctuation and changes in metabolism are hallmark features of aging. Then psychological factors involve the changes that impact the cognitive functions and emotional well-being as well as the attitude towards the aging. So cognitive changes include decline in memory, processing speed. These are the common ones. Emotional regulation becomes increasingly important in this stage, and attitude towards aging shaped by culture and societal norm influence how individual perceive and experience the aging process. Then social and cultural norms, they significantly impact the aging process. So, social support network provides emotional companionship and practical assistance, contributing to overall well-being. Cultural attitudes towards aging shape perception of roles and behaviors in later life, influencing expectations and self-concept. Health and lifestyle factors. Health and lifestyle directly impact the aging process. Adopting a balanced life, that is with balanced diet which is rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, provides essential nutrients and antioxidants which support overall health of the individual. Then environmental factors such as access to healthcare, living conditions, and exposure to pollutants, they also affect the aging process. And finally, then you'll conclude your answer and move on to next question, that is question number 7. Describe motor development during childhood. Motor development during childhood is a multifaceted process involving gradual refinement and coordination of both large and small muscles. And these changes typically occur between the age of 6 to 11 years. So now we'll discuss point wise the major changes. Gross motor coordination during the developmental stages. Children participate in diverse range of physical activities like running, skipping, leaping, and balancing. And these activities contribute to development of gross motor coordination, which involves synchronization of large muscle groups, especially of arm, legs, and back. Then fine motor coordination. This includes the coordination of small muscle groups such as of the fingers and toes, which perform intricate movements or fine movements. As the children mature, they demonstrate increased proficiency in fine motor skills and enabling them to engage in activities like writing, needlework, painting with greater precision and control. Progression of motor skills. This can be observed in everyday tasks such as picking up a pencil. Younger children use their entire palm to grasp objects, while older children exhibit more refined techniques such as using specific fingers or applying precise pressure for delicate tasks. Then, sensitive period in motor development. It is very important to identify this period during which the children are more receptive to acquiring specific activities or skills, pushing them to engage in activities prematurely before their muscles are fully developed can potentially lead to damage, especially to the fine muscles. And then we'll conclude the answer and move on to the next question. Question 8. Discuss Kohlberg's theory on moral development. Kohlberg's theory of moral development delves deeply into the intricate process by which the individuals navigate moral challenges and evolve in their ethical decision making capabilities as they progress through different stages of life. This is rooted in Piaget's cognitive developmental theory and influenced by foundational contributions of James M. Baldwin. Using moral dilemmas, such as the renowned scenario of Heinz dilemma, Kohlberg meticulously analyzed participants' responses, seeking to uncover an underlying rationale guiding their moral judgments. Through this rigorous methodology, Kohlberg delineated three general levels of moral reasoning, and each level comprises of two distinct stages, providing a sophisticated framework for comprehending the nuances of moral development. At the pre-conventional level, individuals typically base their moral decision on self-interest, with a primary focus on avoiding punishment or achieving personal gain. In stage one of this, the moral standards are adhered to the fear of consequences, while stage two sees morality as a tool for fulfilling personal needs or seeking reciprocity. Then transitioning to a conventional level, moral reasoning becomes more intertwined with societal norms and expectations. Individuals at this stage prioritize maintaining positive relationships and conforming to societal standards to gain approval. So, under this stage 3 emphasizes the desire to be perceived as good by adhering to the societal norms, while stage 4 underscores the importance of upholding laws and rules to preserve social order and stability. In the third stage, that is post conventional level, individuals transcend societal norms and grapple with morality from a broader perspective, recognizing the significance of universal ethical principles. They exhibit a readiness to challenge unjust laws based on principles of justice, equality, and human rights. Stage 5 under this highlights the role of societal agreements in moral decision making, while stage 6 epitomizes adherence to the universal ethical principle even in defiance of societal norms. Kohlberg keenly observed the dynamic evolution of moral reasoning over time, noting down that the individuals progress from a focus on personal needs to a consideration of broader societal norms and finally to embrace the universal ethical principle. So, this developmental path highlights the transformative journey from egocentric reasoning to adaptation of principled ethical firework. And then we'll conclude the answer. With this, section B is completed, and we will move to section C, which we will write from a fresh page. Section C, sequential method, is a research approach that combines elements of both longitudinal and cross-sectional method. In this method, individuals from a cross-sectional sample are tested multiple times over time, and by analyzing the changes observed over time within different age groups, researchers can gain a more comprehensive understanding of developmental patterns and age-related changes. Question 10. Death and Dying. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross proposed 5 basic reactions observed in terminally ill patient: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Hospices aim to provide comprehensive care that prioritizes quality of life for terminally ill patient and their families after a loved one dies. Feeling of shock, grief, apathy, and depression may last for weeks. Support groups and counseling can assist in navigating through this process. Semantics. It includes how language conveys concepts through words. Infants comprehend language much before they produce it, with a gap of 5 months. They prefer their mother's voice, recognizing words and using pre-verbal gestures. Vocabulary experiences surge from 1 or 2 years, aided by fast mapping. Challenges in word usage emerge later, but children show creativity, including coining new words to express an unfamiliar concepts. Question 12. Social smile. It emerges around 7 to 8 weeks of age and it signifies infants' early communication. Initially, it's a facial exercise which becomes intentional, especially towards caregivers like the mother. The smile develops crucial social interaction, inviting responses that strengthens the bond between the caregiver and the child, and it is essential for attachment and development. It serves as a foundational step in building meaningful relationships and shaping the infant's social world. Question 13, Peck's theory for old age. It articulates three vital ego integrated tasks: overcoming work role preoccupation, transcending physical limitations, and confronting mortality. As individuals age, they strive to find alternative sources of self worth beyond their careers. They embrace cognitive and social strengths amidst physical changes and seek meaning by imparting wisdom to younger generation, thus finding fulfillment in their later years. Decentration is a cognitive ability observed in Piaget's theory of cognitive development, particularly during the concrete operational stage. Children who have mastered decentration can consider multiple aspects or dimensions of a situation simultaneously, which enables them to organize the world into hierarchies and think in terms of broader dimensions. This leads to more flexible and advanced cognitive processing compared to pre operational children. Question 15, Basic school skills include reading, writing, and arithmetic, and these are fundamental for academic success. Reading progresses from basic associations to fluent comprehension, while writing skills develop through practice. Arithmetic, such as mastering multiplication tables, is essential for logical reasoning. In today's digital era, computer literacy is also considered as a basic skill which helps in learning and daily tasks. Question 16, Educational excursion. It plays a crucial role in enhancing child's understanding of the environment and various processes. Experiencing firsthand how things are produced and witnessing historical sites foster a deeper connection to learning than simply reading about them. Trips to nearby places or the use of visual aids like cinema and pictures help maintain children's curiosity and enrich their learning experience. Egocentrism in adolescence, as described by Elkid, involves a sense of uniqueness and heightened self consciousness. Adolescents believe that others are closely observing and judging them, leading to an imaginary audience effect. This perception shapes their self confidence and influences their interaction with their peers. Moreover, this phase marks the acquisition of new psychological abilities contributing to the complex development during adolescence. Then, question number 80, self concept. It is shaped by an individual's beliefs about their attributes, which develops progressively from childhood to adolescence, encompassing personal, social, and idealized aspects. It influences self evaluation and perception of success, extending to domain specific beliefs and impacting academic performance, behavior, and emotional well being. This dynamic construct interacts with various factors like academic achievement, aggression, substance use, reflecting its complexity and effects. So with this, we complete our assignment solution. Hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or require further assistance, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments below. Feel free to share this video with your batchmates. Hit the like button if you found it helpful and subscribe for more enriching content, as I'll be posting the assignment solutions for the remaining papers also. And if you need help on a specific topic, do let me know. Best of luck for your assignments. Thank you.